Hvad kan Danmark lære af andre europæiske lande, når det kommer til spiludvikling? Arkaden tog til Finland for at få svaret, da hovedstaden Helsinki har en sprudlende spilindustri. For udvikler finske spiludviklere simpelthen bare spil anderledes end i Danmark og andre europæiske lande på grund af kulturelle forskelle, eller har de fundet nogle hemmeligheder, som vi ikke kender til? I Helsinki mødte vi spiludvikleren Housemarque, som er det ældste spilfirma i Finland, som du måske kender fra titler som Returnal, Resogun eller Next Machina. Her taler vi med Michael Haveri, som har arbejdet som brand director hos Housemarque de sidste mange år. Her fortalte han, at Finland havde oplevet et vakuum efter giganten Nokia imploderede i starten af 2010'erne, og i kølvandet havde en masse spiludviklere startet med at skabe deres egne mobilspil og spil generelt, da de nu stod helt uden job.
Housemarque is officially the oldest Finnish game company. We're 2 months older than Remedy, and it was formed by 2 of the early startups called Bloodhouse and Terramark. In Finland, we've had government funding for a long time that even the Swedes have been a bit jealous about. Basically, you get grants and loans tied into technology innovation. So it's tied into this startup mentality and especially tech innovation. So anything we did where we felt like we were doing something that was pushing the frontier of technology, then we could try to get funding for that. It's hard to transfer that over to other countries, but I think the openness of our community in Finland, we've always been us against the world anyway. You know, when somebody got a publisher in the 90s, they would tell their friends because nobody knew how to go abroad and sell games globally. So a lot of that process has been under what we call the FinDA, giving contacts and information rather than trying to secure all the information for yourself. It's about sharing information. Once you have a vibrant indie culture, for example, then it's a good place for bigger companies to come in and try to ruin it. So, you know, start from somewhere and support the small companies, and then maybe there's a place for growth.
Nokias fald var med til at skabe spilfirmaer som Supercell, som har været så profitable, at de nu har valgt at give tilbage til deres land ved at skabe deres egen spiludviklerskole, som hedder Hive, som Supercell nu selv finansierer. Skolen er med til at skabe en større talentmasse i Finland, og til et månedligt event for spiludviklere mødte vi en studerende fra den skole, som kom fra England, og havde valgt at flytte direkte til Finland, da han i England ikke havde råd til at studere.
Like in England, it would be very hard for me to achieve anything of importance without basically getting very lucky or working incredibly hard to get into a school and spending years and tons of money to do that. Where in Finland is not just possible, but it's encouraged to do. Like I worked in construction for years. I have basically zero education, and I've managed to get into not a university, but a university level system.
Samme aften blev det hurtigt tydeligt for os, at finnerne generelt er meget villige til at vidensdele, for hele arrangementet var stablet på benene af International Game Developers Association Finland, som er en sammenslutning af spiludviklere, som inviterer til sociale arrangementer, hvor der bliver holdt taler, hygget socialt og talt på kryds og tværs af industrien.
I think it's really special that here, like, because it's such a small event, basically anyone can ask anyone anything. When I was still a student, I came here and I was working on this VR horror game. And I remember I met a Remedian back then, and of course I was like astonished, like, oh my god, an actual game dev here, and we are talking like friends. He gave me like a couple of tips like how to make it kind of nice, and I still like, I want to be that person for like students and other devs.
At skabe et trygt, socialt og kulturelt event som IGDA's tager tid og har taget over 20 år at opbygge. Og vi spurgte derfor formanden, hvad eventet har betydet for den finske spilindustri, og om han kunne give os nogle tips og tricks som borgere i EU.
Human relationships works so that even if you're good friends, but then you don't see each other for a long time, like it'll start to deteriorate. But then when you have a place, every month you see your old friends and you keep those connections alive. And then that helps in the sense that, you know, if you're like game industry is ups and downs, right? So if your company goes down or if you layoffs or something, it's easier always to come here, you talk with people like, oh yeah, I'm actually starting to look for a place, and then they'll keep it in mind. Like, I don't know how it is in Denmark. In Finland, I would say like 75% of the jobs never go public. They are like, if you know someone, like that's how it works, unfortunately. Consistency is the key. Like, do it every month. I've seen some places put too much emphasis on the show and the pizzazz and all that, when the focus should be on the people, bringing people together and letting them mingle and get to know each other, and that's how you build it, I guess.
Vi slutter selvfølgelig af med at spørge, hvilke spil, som finnerne ville anbefale.
If you have played Alan Wake, you should play Alan Wake 2. If you haven't played Alan Wake, you should play Alan Wake, and then you should play Alan Wake 2.
What comes to mind is City Skylines. I haven't tried the second one yet, but the first one is I have like over 200 hours in it.
Superstardust HD, Resogun, and Next Machina.
Skal vi have store sociale arrangementer for spilindustrien i Danmark, og skal EU's spilindustri være bedre til at vidensdele landene imellem? Og skal vi være bedre til at sælge Danmark med i pakken, når vi forsøger at tiltrække spiludviklingstalenter udefra? Skriv gerne til os og læs flere artikler på arkaden.dk og lyt til vores podcast.